It is Friday and I'm not in the bookshop today. Firstly, we've kind of done everything that we can do, mostly, before the next jobs that need to happen. So Monday we have the electrician starting, a couple of days after we have the plumber. There's other stuff happening next week as well. What else is happening? The alarm guy is coming, so we can talk to him about where the alarm goes, etc., what it's going to do and whatnot. Oh, we're going to be doing some stockroom and bathroom stuff just because we can't kind of be in the main area next week because of all the other work going on. So just to keep everything moving, we're going to do stuff in the back. However, one of the things I'm working on today is the floor plan, because we have done a floor plan and we were quite happy with it, but all the measurements that we took were when there was still stuff in the way in the shop. So it was when we still had the stud wall in the middle and the benches were still in there. We were kind of measuring everything like around it. Obviously now it's empty, so we've remeasured everywhere. We were quite a way off. I've reshaped our floor plan and I'm now trying to move all of the bits of furniture around again so that we can see what fits. So the shelving is fine, the till area is fine. We've then got a sofa and a big armchair as well, which are fine. What I'm struggling to do though is to fit all of the other central things back in. We had 2 central tables and then 2 kind of like library, what would you call them? I don't know, like library shelves on casters, and we just can't fit them back in the same way. We can physically fit them in the space. However, we really want to try and be wheelchair accessible. It's proving very, very difficult now that the measurements have changed. So we're resizing all of the tables and everything like that to see if we can still have proper access. We're utilising every single inch we can. We're building the bookshelves all the way to the ceiling. We have rolling ladders as well so that we can reach all the way to the top so we can utilise the full height. But even that just takes up space. So having the ladder in there takes up a little bit of floor space, which means the tables have to be smaller, and the shop's just not very big. It's just not very big, and you know, that's fine. Bookshops can be small and cosy. And we only realised this morning, because the electrician is coming on Monday, he needs to know where everything goes. We have to actually have an electric plan ready for Monday, and I can't do that without finishing the floor plan. I can do it roughly, because you know the spotlights that we've got, we know we're going to light up the shelves, we know where the shelves are going, we know where the till is going again for the same thing. I suppose the main thing from an electrical point of view is the star chandeliers, because they need to be quite central to the wider space at the front of the shop. They need to be quite central for it to feel like it's balanced. And then really I'd like the table directly underneath that, because otherwise again it's just going to feel kind of off balance. It will feel a bit weird when you come in. And I just can't quite make it all line up. Oh, we just don't have much space. I can't think what else we can do. I'm gonna have a play around and hopefully I can figure something out. I like those ones. They're always really satisfying because they fit in easy, they turn easy.
And then these ones. Right, is that stuff on there now? Yes. Good stuff, everybody.
Right. Is it time for bathroom?
It is. We rush these 2 in.
Okay.
Done a great job.
Oh, I'm trapped.
Oh no, how are you going to get out of there, dude?
It's alright, we can lift you out if you're stuck.
No, I'm going to screw you in.
No! Naughty Daddy.
I am. Snack for the animals.
Right, you doing these batchy bits or shall I do it?
You, because
Me?
I'm busy eating right now.
Oh, the whole thing. What are you doing? It goes straight in.
Bigger bash. That's it, big. Hot diggity, hot diggity. Oh. Got him.
It's one for the outtakes.
What's
The blooper reel.
The whole thing's a bit of a blooper reel.
Oh, nice.
Oh, not so nice, not so nice.
It's not very straight, love.
Oi. What did you choose as?
We've got beak, layers, double IPA, 8%.
8%?
Cold and dank.
You went all
as
in.
requested.
Thanks.
Oh yeah, it's got whiffs. Yeah, nice. Come on. This is going to be really satisfying to watch. I apologise, everybody.
It's like a top and then an inside.
Show me again.
So there's like 2 pieces to it.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
Good idea.
Okay.
Is that it?
Kitchen. Although the nubbins, the nubbins aren't right.
Yeah, I'm scared to let go.
We still need to put the rest of the pieces in. So there's like cupboards and drawers and stuff here. And there'll be a sink there as well. So we can make our coffees and things here. But yeah, look, there's nubbins under there. They don't look like they're in the right place. I'd also just like to say, with me and my steel toe. Oh wait, no feet for free! No feet for free!
It also has got, oh hello, it's also got this dial on the side. and it looks like it's got the number 2. It's like a curved thing, but I don't know whether it is or not. Don't know. Should I experiment and just see with it?
Yeah.
Put it on 1. It's pretty easy to just cut round anyway, to be honest.
That looks so much better than what we had. Doesn't it?
It is.
I'm just going to go for it like that.
Yeah. Now it does.
So we are 2 weeks into work, I guess. A week and a bit, a week and a little bit. And we were told to stop yesterday. So if I come to the window, squint in the sunshine, if you look up, you see how this is bowed? Everyone that's been coming to look to work on the shop, so electrician, the guy that's fixing the lintel, and just generally anyone sticking their head in, has said how concerned they are about the rest of the ceiling and the beams and stuff. It's probably tricky to see, but up in this corner, there's some of the beams are kind of rotting. So we were told to stop yesterday, to pause whilst they checked everything was okay. I don't see us being open in July now. The roof hasn't started yet, and it was supposed to start like a week ago. Well, I mean, it was supposed to start 2 weeks ago, but with our plan, it still would have been okay if it was a week ago. But it hasn't started yet. I don't think it's going to start. It's definitely not starting this week. It might not start next week now. We should hear more tomorrow, but yeah, we're fed up. I don't really have anything else I can do in the background either now. Everything's where it needs to be. We've got all of our memberships sorted. We've got all of our like funny numbers sorted, like our SAN numbers and our Bookseller Association numbers, and everything's kind of ready to go. We've ordered everything that we can do for the work that we're doing at the moment without, you know, doing stuff that's going to get in the way. We were going to order the flooring this week because we were supposed to lay it this weekend, but we now can't. So yeah, everything's kind of on hold. The longer we're not open as well, like everyone's waiting for the shop to open. So everyone's like saving their pennies, ready for the shop to open so they can buy books and lovely things. And what that means though is that nobody's ordering from us online, so we have no money at all. Like, we have gone through everything. So yeah, we if you were thinking about ordering from us, please do, because we really need it, because we have absolutely nothing left because we've been putting everything into the bookshop. So at the moment we're scraping pennies together even just to pay the bills. Oh God, never rains it pours and all that. Yeah, hopefully I'll have a better update for you next time, but for today that's kind of all I have. Keep fingers and toes crossed that everything is okay and it will all just carry on. Okay, talk rolling ladders to me. So wait, no, wait till you finish your chocolate.
So we're firming up the details with the company that are building our rolling ladders. I'm just going back. Definitely like the treads to be glue, screw and dowel, please, so there are no fixings visible. We're going to go without the handrail to keep the design a bit more simple and minimalistic. We would like you guys to paint it, please. We'll confirm the RAL colour as soon as possible. The distance between the bottom of the ladder and the bookcase. Would it be possible to have this sit around 60 centimetres away from the unit? I appreciate it will be quite steep, but it's a very small shop and no one will be climbing high up the ladders.
Send it, send it, send it.
Oh, it's such an exciting email.
I know, yeah. Yippee!
What I'm looking at here is like some detailing for the front of the bookcases. So the individual bookcases are going to be like single unit bookcase, and I'm going to join them together. So when they're joined together, the two side vertical pieces is going to have like a join down the middle, but it'll be this wide, the two pieces of plywood touching together. And so I'm looking for something decorative to kind of run up the front to cover the join, but also just to make them look a little bit prettier. So here are the things that I'm currently looking at. So this has got like slightly rounded edges, and that would just cover the join. I don't think that's particularly exciting. These are a bit more exciting, they've got a bit more detail to them, and I think that would look really nice. Just on the front, it would just give us that little bit of extra fancy detail up the front. It has to be symmetrical, whatever we use. There's loads of different patterns. Like these are really nice for like the edges of stuff, and maybe on some of the central display tables we'll use things like this for like the tops to go underneath the tabletops and things, to just give a little bit of detailing underneath. But whatever goes between these has to be symmetrical, so I'm thinking probably something like this. Or there's this one. This is the full width. This is the exact width of the two pieces of plywood.
It looks very purple in here.
Oh, it does. Nice though. Does it normally dry darker or lighter? I can't remember.
Darker. Right, do you want to do the first bit or shall I?
First sample going on the wall. Ooh.
Looking good.
Do it bigger. Give it a good... It doesn't matter. The place looks a state.
Oh, it's a funny week. I'm doing a lot of book stuff, a lot of planning and content planning and filming different bits and bobs, and we have finally registered with the Booksellers Association, which means that we can start all the good stuff and start properly doing book things. So they have loads and loads and loads of perks when you join the Booksellers Association. So I've been working my way through the list of all their recommended stuff, signing myself up for everything. I've been doing a lot of that this year. We have a new accountant as well, and she has lots of different workshops and things, and like if somebody is going to give me free education, I'm there with bells on. Like, I will sign up to absolutely everything if it means that I can get more business knowledge and book knowledge and try and squash that imposter syndrome of I don't know what I'm doing. I'm very excited for all of those things. We get some really fun freebies too in terms of Book Time magazine, which we'll be stocking in store, which is really nice. There's a couple of other things like that we're choosing to stock too, like the Happy Mail. Yeah, so lots of organising things. I'm doing big thinking about books this week. We're also thinking a lot about our membership, because we're changing the way our membership works. I don't want to talk about externally yet, because we're still discussing it with our members and setting everything up. But yes, we're changing the way our membership works, and it's going to be really, really exciting. And we're adding some new subscriptions too, which we won't be doing immediately. Again, we're still working on it, and there's only so many things I can do at once, you know? But we'll be adding in some book subscriptions and fun stuff. So I'm working on lots of things like that. today, what day are we on today? Wednesday is today. I have a meeting with, I say a meeting, it's like a coffee chat. Every few weeks, me and Ali and Matt from the Mysterious Bookcase have a little gab on butter, and we talk about where we're at with our bookshops, and we help each other with, I don't know, whatever we can help each other with at the time. I helped them a lot with their Kickstarter stuff. I'm coming to them today with questions about special editions and things. It's enjoyable to have other people going through the same thing at the same time. So that is my day today. I also have to chase down more parcels. I know that Pan Macmillan have sent me a box of goodies. I asked for Uncharmed, an Uncharmed proof by Lucy Jane Wood, because I love Rewitched, and she has so many connections to here. She's from here where we are. She doesn't live here anymore, but you know, originally she was from here. Her Rewitched book as well, she's based lots of it on the church, which is next to our bookshop. She backed our Kickstarter too, and she's just all around a nice person. And as well as that, I really, really love her books. So yeah, I asked if I could get hold of a copy of that, which they very kindly sent me, but they've also put some more things in, and I don't know what they are, but they said they were sending me a box of goodies, so we need to try and track that down. I think that's one of the ones that's gone AWOL. I will bring you along to fun things as they happen. Don't remember what else is on my to-do list, if I'm honest. Oh, we need to fill in some more forms for stuff, which is a bit boring. It's just been our financial year end, so I need to finish getting all the information together for that. But yes, I've got our year end, which means I need to do my personal tax stuff and the business tax stuff. Oh, and I hate it. Does anybody enjoy it? Like, if you're not an accountant, if it's not what you do because you love it, does anybody enjoy that? I know I don't. Although I do enjoy it more now, I have to say. We had a very terrible, like as in, not just bad because they didn't like care that much, like bad as in they made wrong decisions for our business and like published it. Hello, I'm just chatting. Say hello. Just brought me nice coffee. I've got some biscuits as well. Anyway, have a new accountant. We got a new accountant in January, and I really cannot stress how good they are. More expensive, considerably more expensive than my previous one. However, I feel safe, for one. I feel like people are making the right decisions for me and looking after me and my finances. I also feel like I know so much more about money within the business. You know, I only kind of did the essentials before and what I needed for my own reporting and whatnot, but like we've been learning how to forecast properly. And you know, this probably sounds really obvious, but when you start your own business, you're never taught all of the things. I do every single job. I do everything. You know, I know that I do content, I pack our orders, I do our website, I do coding, I do customer service, I do marketing, I do finance. I do every single job, and like each one of those is its own career path and has its own learning. I can't possibly know everything. Finance is one of my bigger downfalls, but there's loads and loads and loads of free resources with them, and there's 2 like drop-in sessions every month where you can work through your own finances together or learn new things, and they're just brilliant. You know, we've had some pickly things from the previous accountants that they've fixed really, really well, and they're just fucking nice too. Everyone that works there is really nice. Yeah, I feel like I should tell you who they are as well. So they're called StriveX, and they are run by Rachel Harris, who owns the company with her husband, but she also she has a big like Instagram and socials in general, to be honest. She's accountant and she's amazing. She's absolutely amazing. And the company that she's built is amazing. Everyone that works there is amazing. The resources that they give you are amazing. When we've needed help, they've been amazing. But even just day to day with everything, amazing. I'd have them do absolutely everything if I could afford it. But I'm hoping that later this year I can hand over our bookkeeping to them as well, because it's only going to get more complicated with the bookshop. Ah, shite. I've been talking to you for too long now. I need to sort these parcels, then I'm going to speak to Ali and Matt, and then I think we are going to nip to the bookshop to check on some paint samples that we put on the wall yesterday and see how they look now they're dry, and then go and track down these rogue parcels. So I'll bring you with me for that. Should we go to the shop first, just in case there's any more like parcel tabs, and then Bromborough Post Office
to drop parcels off. Yeah,
and then to pick up parcels.
Wow.
Okay, let's do it. We did our little paint samples, our paint swatches last night. So we're just going to double check what they look like. Because last night as we were leaving, we kind of felt like it just wasn't the right colour, didn't we? It felt like it wasn't quite our dark pink and it wasn't quite our dark purple. It was like a weird in between.
It's a purple with quite a lot of red in, and the brand purple's got more blue in.
Yeah, but it's our only RAL option if we want to use a RAL colour. We don't have to, but it does make life a little bit easier if we use a RAL colour.
Yeah, the RAL colours being universal just means that the outside can be the same as the inside, is the same as the ladder, and all that sort of stuff.
Yeah, because we can give other colours, but like Pantone or something. So we could always use a Pantone colour. That would be much closer. That's our next option. But this is a RAL colour, so we'll see how it looks.
We put some on the door, didn't we?
Well, that feels like our purple.
This.
That one does, yeah, that one doesn't. And the one around the side on the blue doesn't either.
It's weird how different it feels. I mean, this is the sun on and no sun on, but like, that looks loads redder to me than this, even though it's on the blue.
On blue, isn't
Looking at it next to blue makes it look more red, yeah. Right, we've got a bit in the sun here as well, but again, because it's thin, you can see the pink and the white through it.
It kind of...
I think it's nice, actually.
I mean, it's definitely nice. It's just whether it feels like it's one of our brand colours is the question. Something purple we posted online. Right, so that. It doesn't feel like that at all, does it? Right, so those are our three colours. So it does actually feel quite a lot like the pinky version.
The pinky one, which it is really a purple, but it's the darker pink, isn't it?
Yeah,
Dark.
but that's not the colour I wanted to do.
No.
I wanted to do the purple. Like, that's a nice colour, but it's not right.
It's more like this. I wonder if maybe we look at the RAL blues then instead of the purples.
I looked at them, Alza.
Are they?
Yeah. I think we need to look at the Pantones instead. Okay, we'll have another look. It's a really nice colour, but it's not the right colour.
No, I think it's going to look too
wizard and not enough dragon. Do you know what I mean? It's too like kids magic.
Yes.
Over
Yeah.
like fae and adult fantasy. Do you want to do anything else while you're in here?
No.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Actually, careful. These are for the bookshop. Oh, that's a lovely colour. Look at that.
Let me see the legs.
Oh, lovely.
Oh, we've got two the same colour.
I was before. I thought we were just going to...
I like that one.
Because the pattern on this one looks like he's got little evil eyebrows.
That's like yours.
Oh, that is like mine. With a little smiley face.
Oh, I love them. Love them.
They're so cool, aren't they?
Oh, which one am I going to have? That's the question. This one feels like it wants to be mine.
Yeah. I think that's my favourite.
Yeah.
I like the no handle. I can also just love a handle.
I know. That's it. I'm like, do I need two? Do I need one of these ones? Zip, zip.
So
And
good,
one of these
isn't
ones? Zip, zip, zip. I know, she's amazing. The difference in the quality of like the different ones that we've had from her over the years, and I've never thought that any of them are bad. They just keep getting better and better.
Yeah, you do. And also in such a short space of time, it feels like she's only doing 10 minutes.
I know, she's amazing.
She teaches it as well already, doesn't she?
Yeah.
Isn't that wild?
I know. Some people just have a gift. Do you know what I mean? They just find their thing and they're like, oh my gosh, this was it all along. This is what I was meant to do. Ugh. Obsessed. I might send a photo to the Secret Society because they have asked me about the mugs before. Two very exciting things have just happened. One, the ice cream man's just turned up. So our little boy and Liam have run outside to get some ice creams. And the second thing, actually, do you know what? There's three exciting things. The second thing Our mugs have arrived. Yay! I'm very excited about that. That should have been our very first delivery in the bookshop, which is a shame. It's a shame that they've had to come to home instead. However, we will wrap them up all nice and cozy, and we will lovingly unwrap them when we're in the bookshop. Number three, and this is the point that I was coming here for, is we have just had confirmation on our very first ever independent bookshop exclusive edition of a book that we can announce as pre-order next week during Independent Bookshop Week. Now, I have been sad about Independent Bookshop Week because we should have been open for it. We should have been open a few weeks ago, and then our backup opening date was this Saturday, so it would have been the first day of Independent Bookshop Week, and we didn't make that either. And we're going to be a good few weeks after that. So I'm a little bit sad that the plans that we'd made, or we'd started to make anyway, aren't going to come to fruition. However, we do have other exciting things happening, and this is something that we have just had confirmed. So our very first book pre-order is going to go live next week during Independent Bookshop Week, and it's an Independent Bookshop exclusive edition of something really exciting. That feels very good, and I need to make us some like fancy little graphics and stuff. Just spy. He's got himself a lolly. Yeah, I'll tell you more on that soon.
Okay, mate. Nice, you quick.
Yeah, is it just one box?
Yeah.
Got a whole chair in there?
Yeah. I know. It feels like one chair as well.
Does it? Yeah. Thank you.
Okay, mate.
See ya. Much bigger box as I thought it was going to be, actually. Alright, doing it.
No, I'm doing it.
Oh,
I'm just showing
you're just
my
showing
little
the
sword. I don't actually know if this is sharp enough. Oh yeah, just about. I just want to click. Ooh.
Ooh.
Oh, it feels nice.
Oh, it does.
I thought it was going to feel, you know, a bit more cottony, scritchy.
Yeah.
Ooh. So this is our statement chair, if that's its official name.
Accent chair.
Accent chair, yeah. Well, statement chair, it's the same thing.
Is it?
Yeah. Yeah, so we've got two really nice big wing-back chairs, and then this one is for a space that needed a chair but didn't have an awful lot of space. So it's got like, I mean, if you want to stick your head in, it's got like poles and feet and stuff, as opposed to, you know, being like an armchair type situation. Ooh,
This is the one that's going to be in the window, isn't it?
Yeah, this is one in the window.
In the front window.
You filming me? It's like contentception. Oh, it's really nice. I'm really pleased with it.
It does feel nice, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It feels almost like brushed cotton.
Yeah. I'm surprised by that. I thought it was going to feel more like canvas, you know, like canvas book sleeves.
Which would have been lovely anyway.
Yeah,
but
it would.
this feels like expensive.
Yeah, it does.
Feels luxurious.
Well, I'll say it was expensive. It is expensive for a chair, but because we budgeted for a sofa, we budgeted for one sofa and one like armchair, didn't we? And then we changed our mind and went for two armchairs and one chair instead.
Yeah, cha.
Because it just made more sense for the space. But also, we were thinking from a sofa point of view, if you go into a shop and you sit on a sofa, you're not going to want anyone to sit next to you. Whereas if you go into a shop and there's multiple single chairs, you're more likely to get people, even though the chairs are next to each other, sitting in those chairs. Yeah. And everyone in the secret society voted the same. The majority of the time people are going to want to sit by themselves, and that's totally fine. So instead we've done that. However, what I was going to say was, it is expensive for a chair, but with the budget being one sofa, one armchair, and us now having 3 chairs, it's less than we thought.
Much
and
less.
We then saved because the ones that we wanted had a 20% off sale. So
20%.
we ordered all 3 of them, which is why it's here now, even though we cannot put it in the bookshop.
Or anywhere, actually.
Or anywhere. But we were able, the other 2 armchairs, although they're coming from the same place, we were able to delay the delivery of those until July, but this one just had to come now, so it had to come now, it's fine.
Very nice, very nice.
We're going to find some strawberries. found one. Is it all the way red? That's alright. Sometimes other ones fall off. Hey, we've got some today, haven't we?
Got super red.
Let me see. Oh, look at that. That's great. Look how pointy it is too. Should we check on our pumpkins as well? Oh, look at this guy here. He's trying to escape. We need to tuck him in, don't we? Wow, he's coming from miles away. Right. Let me get you all tucked in, crazy. Let's see if we can do this carefully. You're going that way. Then we'll come around here. Gosh. You feel like they're doing nothing, and then all of a sudden... Liam, look at this massive pumpkin.
What?
Well, pumpkin plant. Look at him. I know. Will you come and hold this while I tuck him in?
Yesterday.
I know. They're crazy how fast they go, aren't they?
Yeah.
Just make sure they're red all the way before you pick them, okay?
Wowee.
Very juicy.
Whoa. He looks great.
It's got quick froze on.
These peas as well. We've got more peas coming. Some of them are looking good, aren't they?
That one's not got any peas in.
No, not yet.
Yeah, sure. To hold the rest of the plant, remember? There you go. I'm going to pop them in the bowl.
I got a pea card.
Oh, it's going to be a pea day today.
Peas and strawberries.
Peas and strawberries. So there's two things that we love in this garden that we get millions of, isn't there? We get millions of poppies, usually this colour, and you know, slightly tweaked varieties, maybe a little bit redder or a bit purpler. We get millions of these poppies that self-seed, and we get millions of nasturtiums as well. So poppies and nasturtiums, we just let them run wild because we get so many of them and they're so beautiful, but they tend to eat up other things. So poppies, you can see how big they get, and they will flower all summer long. Every day will come out and there'll be different chunks of poppies like this. And then nasturtiums, some of them that we have are climbers and some of them aren't, so we've put them there with this arch this year. We have sweet peas on this side and nasturtiums here, and hopefully they'll grow up, meet in the middle. Nasturtiums can get a bit buggy sometimes, so we'll see. Look at this, what a treat. This year we have a few little clusters of chamomile that have just popped up out of nowhere, which is lovely. I did sow some chamomile seeds a few years ago, so they've obviously stuck in some way. But yeah, that's really, really lovely. I'm excited for that. Let's have a little garden tour. We like to come out here in the morning when the weather's nice anyway. It's nice blue skies today. And just check around. We like to check the veggies, see if there's anything to pick. And I'll show you some of our flowers as well. In the morning there's always loads of bees because there's always new things that's opened up. So it's nice and wholesome. We have one apple up the top here. All of the others dropped, but we do have one left. bookshop. The only negative to having taken out the wall in the middle is that now it's completely empty and completely exposed. Whenever I try and do an update like this, just like everyone can see me. And I'm not at that point in my life where it's comfortable talking on camera in front of other people. I'm a stealth vlogger. I have one very specific task for today, and my task is cleaning these windows. Not all of them, because that's a big job. I am just gonna clean these two. The reason for that is because tomorrow is the start of Independent Bookshop Week. And tomorrow is also our emergency backup, we're running late open day. Does this look like we're opening tomorrow to you? No, we are miles away, and I'm trying not to think about that too much because it makes me sad. I've been particularly sad about Independent Bookshop Week because there was no doubt in my mind that we would be open ready for Independent Bookshop Week, and we are not. However, because a lot of our other stuff has been moving, we are now members of the Booksellers Association, so we have had our Independent Bookshop Week pack, even though we can't really do anything with it. People are looking at me through the window. What we decided to do for Independent Bookshop Week is to put at least one of our purple sheets up so that we can put some fun things on there for Independent Bookshop Week. So we do have some fun things going on still. So we've been given a load of free audiobooks by Libro FM. So we're going to be giving those away willy-nilly to people that place orders over Independent Bookshop Week. And we're also going to stick some of the QR codes for the free audiobooks in the window, and we're going to do them just ad hoc because it's only like once you've taken one code, that's it, it's gone. And we've got some other fun stuff that we're doing. We have some exciting, really exciting book news on Monday, our first proper book news, which is very fun. Yeah, and some other bits and bobs. So I am back in the bookshop today. We have basically not been in the bookshop this week because we can't do anything in the main half of the room, you know, where I'm standing now with the shop floor. Can't do anything on the shop floor. Oh, that's a nicer viewpoint. Let's hang out here for a while. That is a paint sample that is not right, so don't get excited. We can't do anything in this half of the room. So we have been doing some things in the stock room, which is going well and is nice, but we can't finish that because we can't turn the electric on and finish the wiring because we can't carry on with the wiring because of this. And the same with the plumbing as well. I think actually the plumbing can probably still happen next week. But yeah, everything in the stock room's kind of paused. I will take you in there, but it is dark, so we will see whether it adjusts. Oh, it adjusts enough. So we put our kitchen unit in here, which wasn't where it was supposed to go, but it's where it has to go, but it's fine. This wall will have our lovely IKEA shelves on, which are kind of stacked here and around the corner for now. And that will go in like an L shape. And then we painted in here, so we painted the ceiling. Cannot tell you how much better that looks. In here for now, it was already white, but it was, oh, if I face this way you can see me. It was already white, but it was very shabby. So we've just spruced it up so that it looks clean white, because it is still quite dark back here. We have our nice light on the floor, just here, which I'll show you. So it's a nice, like sage green. So that will go up here on this beam, and then it can point, you know, up the kitchen and round the little corner bit, etc. So yeah, there isn't really anything else we can do in here. This needs to be plumbed in, so we can't really start putting the shelves and stuff in it. There are some drawers underneath that we can put in on the non-plummy side, so I might do that. But otherwise, I'm building those shelves. There's nothing else that we can do right now. Yeah, so it's been a bit of a funny week. It's been a funny week full stop. I've had a bereavement in the family, and it's been very difficult. So yeah, there's not been too much that I've been doing this week, if I'm honest. Yeah, I just cleared down everything in my to-do list and moved it to next week so that I could focus just on some nice things. So I've just been doing some more bookish things and organising. I've been doing sewing and watching Netflix and just trying not to think too much about everything that's happening. This week is a bit of an upside down vlog for that reason. and I'm sure you will understand, but I still wanted to show you what has been happening. So I'm here, I'm going to clean the window, we're going to get ready for Independent Bookshop Week in our own way. Oh, something else exciting that is happening tomorrow is Kraken are opening. So Kraken are kind of a few doors down in the village from us, and they're an independent comic book shop. More people in the window, more people in the window. I'm just gonna go this way. Just gonna go through here. I do miss having my little half wall to hide behind. Such a wimp. Oh, there's more people. Oh god. We've had some post here as well, so I'm just going to open some post. That's the reason I've come at this particular time, is because DPD were trying to deliver something yesterday. I'm going to clean the windows, then I'm going to work on our big purple paper that we can put up in the window later. Oh, this is exciting. So many different sized pieces of paper, but look at this. Getting the most of your Booksellers Association membership, because we are in the Booksellers Association. Yay! So if you don't know what that means, firstly it means we get to sell and accept national book tokens, which is a big thing. There's also lots of other exciting stuff. Ah, look, we get a little window sticker. Can't really stick that on yet. Ooh, the Booksellers year, I love that. Summer Books 2025. Oh, this is lovely. What a lovely read. I will sit and enjoy those later. Or I might even, I do have a coffee with me. Maybe I'll sit and treat myself with a coffee. Right, should we open the other parcel? You're sat on the mop bucket for this one. I hope you enjoy that. Yay! Ooh, fancy. These are reading lights. They're really cute. They're all like, let me get one out. Look, they have such cute themes. So there's a dragon one, and there's loads of others. There's loads of like fantasy themed ones, but then there's like super cute floral ones. Oh, they're super nice. Fancy stand to put them in as well. We couldn't be less ready for this right now, but it is lovely. Look at that. A few of the styles that are out of stock at the moment, so they're sending me those later. But it will still be here before we open, I'm sure. Ignore that paint sample too, that's also wrong. Okay, ain't nothing to it but to do it. Okay, alright, here we go. This is the first delivery that we've had that is like a POS display, which is super exciting, and I'm just really enjoying putting all of the things in. That's this one. It's a different colour. I put this one in the middle. Look how fun! This makes me feel like a proper shop owner. I mean, I've literally had paper and word for 7 years, so I am a proper shop owner, but like a real in-person shop owner, which is so exciting. I might swap these two around actually, because look, this corner's cut out and that one sticks out and they're kind of touching each other. We do have these ones as well, which I really freaking love. And then the other two, I'll put those in the middle. The other two, annoyingly, oh no, I am going to put that. I'm going to fill with this rower. Yeah, the other two are out of stock, so they will come soon, but we've got ones with mushrooms on, and what are the other ones? I don't remember. Mushrooms and something else, but look! They're just adorable. And look, it's all like metallic, anything with gold foiling on, I'm just such a sucker for. I put them all in, how could I not? Look at this, look at it, look at it! Look at the gold, look at the cute packets. Oh my god. Do you know what, I can't even remember how much these are to tell you. I know they're not loads though, they're not super expensive, I'll have to check. But, ugh! I'm just kind of obsessed. Look at them all. And dragons, and we've got mushrooms coming, and whatever the other one is, and yay! I'm start doing something very cool. I'm uploading the very first book to our website. This is the first actual proper one that is ours, that we'll be selling, that has our own kind of graphic because it's a special edition. And it feels pretend. It feels pretend. We didn't think we'd be able to do this ready for next week as well, which is Independent Bookshop Week, and it feels crazy. It genuinely feels like I'm pretending. Yeah, I'll show you what I'm doing and what I've made, and it's absolutely wild. Like, as soon as the first one of those sells, I'm officially gonna call myself a bookseller, because I don't feel like that yet. I'm an aspiring bookseller. Scary and exciting. And we also had some more deliveries. I've had loads of deliveries this week, which is wonderful. We've had some Catabasis samplers, which is really cool because it means that we can put these in some orders that are coming through for Independent Bookshop Week. Don't drop those. And we also have some fancy bookmarks that look like this. I also had some brownies delivered. Friends sent me some brownies because they know that it's been a tricky week, so that was very kind of them. So yeah, I'm sat uploading our first book. I have so much to do still. What time is it? It's 4 o'clock, which isn't, super late. But I like to try and finish a bit early on a Friday. Our little boy comes home early on a Friday. So I would like to have stopped working by now, but I cannot. So I still have to go out of the house still. I have to go to the post office. I have to go to Boots to get some photos printed. And we should really be going to the shop, but I don't think we've got time now because I wanted to put that big thing in the window, which I haven't even started making it. So I think I'm going to be making that this evening with Liam, and then we're going to be doing a very early trip tomorrow morning to put it up in the window for the bookshop, which is fine. It's fine. I just wanted it there ready for Independent Bookshop Week morning. We're both going to be working into the evening, but that's fine. Yeah, do you want to see my book? Here's my book, look! Here's the book! There you go, there's no shadow on there. Brigands and Bread Knives by Travis Baldry. We have a signed indie edition, and look, that's me, and that's me too. And then, look at those fancy end papers. They're so cool! So cool! I'm so happy. So I'm just putting them into Shopify. This will be live by the time you're viewing this, and you can have it. You can buy it from us from our website. So please do, because it's our very first book, and I would really like you to buy it. It's very special that it's our first one, and it will always be remembered to me as our first one. So yeah, I would love it if you did go and buy it. There's a pre-order. It doesn't come out until November, I think. But it's our very first one, so you will find the link to that in the notes. Crazy. And so nice. I've been trying to make this change in my life for a long time now. I've been trying to put my life more in the direction of books. It's very special. I made a point this morning of not making any effort because nobody had to see me and I didn't have to film anything or do anything. However, something very exciting has happened, and now my normal camera won't work, so I'm having to use my phone camera to film it. So this might be, a visually or audibly shite section of the vlog. However, it is worth it for the news. And the news is that today we put our very first signed exclusive edition of a book on the website. It's the first time we were able to enable pre-orders for something, and not only is that exciting enough, but we sold out in less than an hour, and then we've been able to get more.
Steamy wisps.
So we're putting more online, we've already put more online, and we've already sold through half of the extra stock that we've been allocated. And that's really, really exciting because now, officially, we are booksellers because we have sold books. We are having some Prosecco to celebrate because that's what we do when something big happens. We'll have a glass of Prosecco, but we also, we always keep the corks for anything exciting, and we write on them and we put them in a glass jar in our kitchen. So this is our first book sold, and Luke, who has been so excited for the shop, was our very first book buying customer, so it's all very exciting. So we're going to write on this, have some prosecco, and we're going to put it in our jar. Just about. Cheers.
Keynotes.
Keynotes. Yay!
Exciting.
Another cheers. Double cheers. Today we ordered the rolling ladders for the bookshop. What? It feels absolutely wild. That feels huge, 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 huge. We're having them handmade. It's a company called Hully Heritage, and they are ladder people. That's all they do. They make fancy ladders, but they've made like famous ladders. I know that sounds wild, but they've made ladders for like music videos. They've made the scene in Bridgerton, the ladder scene with oh my god, I can't even remember their names now, from the first series. You know the one I mean. They made that ladder. And they've made so many more exciting. So we need to get the paint to them, and we need to get the mechanism to them so that they can mount it for us. They're going to paint it and mount it and ship it to us, and basically we're just going to pop it on the rail. It feels amazing, and I am so excited, but I need to hold on to the positives this week, because this week it feels like there's more stress than there is joy. But there's so many amazing things happening. We've had so many cool deliveries. We've had so many just lovely things happening this week. It's been a funny week, but hopefully it still made an enjoyable vlog for you. We have one last thing that we need to do before I officially close off the week. We want to get the big window display that we've been making for Independent Bookshop Week. We're going to put that in the window, so I'm going to take you with me for that. Then that is it for this week. This is a whole other week of bookshop renovations. I have no idea what next week is gonna look like for us anymore. It would have been the ceiling and the start of the roof and things, but that's kind of on hold now whilst the structural engineer comes out. So I don't know what next week will look like, but I will bring you with me regardless, and we'll see how we go. I guess it's good to show the reality of the delays and things. It's a long process. I will take you to Kraken with me tomorrow as well, which will be lovely, and you will see that in next week's vlog. So if you want to see the rest of the bookshop journey, from the renovations and all of these vlogs behind the scenes whilst we do those things, then subscribe. Once the bookshop is open, I will have some lovely bookish content for you. I'm going to film so many things from inside the bookshop, and they will be wholesome and cozy, and it will be a lovely, lovely time. So see you there. Bye. We are just here to put something in the window, and then we're going down to Kraken.